Here it is. We're not trading chop this morning. Everybody, listen to words coming out of my mouth right now. We're not going to trade chop. We're going to look for a range develop. Move your stops down. This is the trade, guys. Good job. If you have multiple contracts, take profits on one. Now we can set up shop around. Yeah, we can set up shop around, say, 459. I like this area back here, but 459 seems like it would work for us right now, so let's use it. 459. Stop. So the idea, what I was saying earlier, and especially for the newer people, those of you on trial, anybody new to this club, this group, we are patient traders. We're looking for specific trade setups. Yesterday and Friday were hard days to trade, and you had to be very, very patient to wait for a good trade setup. And those who did made money yesterday. We truly believe that if you're not consistently profitable on a daily basis, you can be. You should be profitable on a daily basis. Yeah, you're going to have losing trades, but you should be profitable on a daily basis trading. That comes with patience, practicing trade setups, and knowing trades that fit within you, and good guidance, which is where we come in. So, with that being said, guys, we will not trade chop like this morning. We're going to look if we become range bound. The name of the game is what, guys? We're going to do M's, W's, 16 tick rules on both sides. All right. That's the name of the game. Everybody has a plan right now. Let me read back to what I missed while I was talking. Fobo, it's Trip. Let's see. Richard. So, Richard, the Fobo really would have been this morning at 7:38 on that low if that was really going to be a Fobo. I wouldn't really count that pre-morning stuff as that. Move your stops down some, guys. IMHO. This is the best trading education I've had. Thank you, Worldwide. In my honest opinion, it took me a while to figure that out. Look how silly I am. Stay in it, guys. No point in not staying in this puppy. Marsha, let's see what Marsha had. Richard, that's why the swing point. That's all the bounce. Hopefully, everybody did what we said and they got short, right? Well, still in. Can't stay in it, guys. Stay in it. If it breaks that low, we are going for a little bit of a ride. So that's 25 ticks. Yeah, guys. Yesterday was hard. Friday was hard. We know that. For newer traders, those were hard days. You had to be super patient. So don't think that this morning's going to be any different. Don't think that this morning will be any different. You should be able to have plenty of even those of you who took a breakout, even if you took a breakout at 459, still got plenty of profits locked in. Move your stops down. We've hit our target. So if you want to trail your stop, keep it loose. If you have multiple contracts, obviously you want to take out profit on a contract or two, depending on how many you're trading. We are in a little support area, so you can squeeze your stop down a little bit. Again, I'm leaving mine a little loose, but I will go a couple ticks. Every time it makes a low, I'll follow it to a lower low. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, guys. You all, did everybody got in the short that got in somewhere around the wedge break at least? So thank you for pointing that out, Richard. It was an easy one to take on the pivot. How many people got a piece of that? How many people got a piece of it? Oh, Marsha did. Good job, guys. Good job. Richard, did you get it? You're the one who pointed out, Richard. Just making sure you got it. Good job, Stevie. Nice. Nice job. Good job. Again, guys, I'm leaving my stop a little loose on this. You guys can tighten it up if you're worried that this is the support area. I think we got a couple more ticks we could probably get out of it. I think we could probably get close to 400 even now. Oops. I don't know why I did that. So you guys choose your poison. If you want to be flat now, that's fine. Not going to argue with you. If you want to leave your stop loose for the chance to get down a little bit further, I'm not going to argue with that either. I've already taken profit on 2 contracts, guys. So if you've taken profits on multiple contracts, why not just pay yourself a little bit, stay in this, right? So if you've taken profit on multiple contracts, why not pay yourself to be in it? Kev Dog, that's like your story of your life, Kev Dog. You walk away to walk the dog, get a cup of coffee, you miss like the best trade of the morning. It truly is. It's like every morning. Yeah, I would say that was an expensive cup of coffee there, Kev Dog. There you go. Put your coffee in the room you're trading with. No, I never said two-way trading. I said if we get range bound, then you can look for it. We don't know that yet. We're not going to trade chop. Let's put it that way. Not going to trade sideways. We'll look for some breakouts if we can, like this one we just did. Now we can move our stops down a couple ticks, guys. Let's go to 456. I urge everyone, try to get here early. Get the early trade in. When you get the early trade in, it makes your day a lot easier. A lot easier. Get the early trade in. Um, those of you who missed, sorry about that. You had 2 options. You could have gotten in when we got in. You could try the M here. Actually, you had 3 options. You could try the M here, or you could have taken the wedge break here right around the pivot, which we pointed out, which Richard pointed out for us. And I looked at it and said, yeah, that's a good one. Almost right after it, we had profits. So that was a decent trade for us this morning, guys. Still is. Got it, Richard. So don't think of it as two-way trading right now. Not just yet. Let's see what happens. Most likely, here's what most likely thing is. Most likely we get this trade in, guys, and we won't see a lot of opportunities until when. Who knows? Get this trade in. Then we probably will be waiting until when. Probably be waiting until when, guys. Yeah, probably until after Powell speaks. At least 9:36. I don't think there would be a ton of action until after 5 p.m. Eastern. Yes. Probably 936. We probably won't see another good opportunity until after 936. But again, my guess would be that we don't see a lot of action until after 10 anyway, unless we see it, a pump and dump scenario. Which think about it, guys. We could have likely have a nice little pump and dump scenario this morning. Comments, read the comments. If the market doesn't go through 660, we probably will have a ton of selling on our hands. So is it likely that we could get a push up to 630, 600 and a sell off? Yeah, that's likely. Write it down. Write that down, guys. Know these scenarios. Know that there's a good chance that we could have a little push up this morning and a big sell off, especially after 10. Now, if that doesn't happen, great. Yeah, I would love to see a little rally. Take a little rally on the long side, and then stay short the rest of the day, or whatever happens after Powell. I would think that we're going to see some selling today, but that's just a guess. I'm not trying to predict that at all. I don't have Mr. Predicto with me. A couple people. We're going to start today. We're going to talk through the posting more alerts on the alerts for your mobile apps. We're going to talk through that. There were some scenarios we ran into where people had multiple rooms open and they got multiple alerts and got confused. So we just need to talk through that scenario and how that works for people. Other than that, we will try to get more things posted in the alert section, like what I just said. Stay away from job today. Look for a range. We can play the range. Most likely, after Powell speaks, we will not have a range. We'll be trading in a direction, and we will be happy about that. All right, guys. That's it. Those are the likely scenarios. Push up, pre-open, nothing, sell off after 10. Or we could see the exact opposite of that. So think about that for a minute. Well, you just said we could see both. Well, no, what I'm saying is be prepared for that. If you're prepared for the sell off and the push up, then you can take that long trade. If you're prepared for the push up, sell off, you can take that short trade. That's simple.
Hey guys, it's Coach here. Just a quick reminder. I mean, I just learned this after so many decades of trading from my client here who's doing a mentorship. If you get some of these services, data services, like what is it, Apex or something like that, they don't let you see bids and offers. Like when he has a certain account set up, you have to do something special. They'll only show bid one, sell one. Well, how do you know where supply and demand is if you don't see it? I didn't realize that. I'm looking at his dome. He says, like, how do you know there's 35 bid? I said, well, it's right here. See? He goes, oh, I don't have that. Yeah, well, and then don't read tape if you don't have it. You can't read tape. So anyway, that's just a comment. I just learned this after 40 years.
Well, Coach, I don't think that was an issue until like probably 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. That probably wasn't a big issue until then. I don't know how long these things have been around, though.
Yeah, I also found out, you know what? They have these phones that don't have wires next to them, and you could like drive in your car and you don't have to worry about a trailing wire. It's like a like a cellular tower, something like that. And it's really cool. And you don't have to like go into this phone booth where a wino has been using it as a bathroom. It's amazing.
That's good stuff. Thank you, Coach. I needed that. That's it, Craig. Just gonna be patient. Here's the thing that I have is why isn't everything wireless now? Why isn't everything wireless? Why do we have to have wires? I do spyglass. I know how to use the choke on an old car. I've had to do it a few times. Let's move our stops down a little, guys. Marty McFly. That's funny, guys. All right, let's see here. Let's use 446. Did we do that already? We could really even squeeze it a little bit more here, guys. We could probably use 442 or 446. I don't care which one you use. Remember those phones? Those were the phones you could not break. Yeah, we've had support around the 420 area before. The old brick. Who had the Nokia brick? How about that? That phone that looked like that, but it was a Nokia. Chuck Norris can. You guys are awesome this morning. I love it. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's in a good mood because they're just slowly making money on the short side right now. Claude, you wouldn't be with us now if you did. Cell phones. Yeah, we are definitely talking, Morris. Everybody else can hear me, right? You guys can hear me, Coach. Coach just came on, Morris. There. Yeah. Somebody had a question, I thought. Did somebody put a question in and I miss it? Yeah, the sound of the Florida birds. Yeah, we have a little bit of red tide here. It's got my allergies going a little haywire. This idiot like punctured his hole in the intercoastal and dropped a bunch of chemicals out. Those birds are aggressive. Somebody said they had a problem with the Pro Trade Room. Send a support ticket on the main website if you're having issues. Can you guys hear that? So basically, think about what coach just what you guys heard, what you guys just heard. It's got my that red tide's got me all choked up here this morning. So, well, what did you just hear? We're still in the middle of a range. If you look at coach's chart, we're still kind of in the middle of our support and resistance. They're not super far away from each other. But again, basically what was just said, we're going to look for some kind of breakout. We're going to look for a push down and a rally, or a push up and a sell off. That's basically it. Those of you that don't know the Crable trade, should do pretty well this morning, considering the fact that at 10 a.m., which is 30-minute opening range breakout trade, 10 a.m., we have Powell speaking. So likely we will take that breakout either direction, whichever way it goes. You guys understand, right? Everybody, tell me if you understand. Info, info at libertytradingclub.com. Yeah, shoot. If anybody has any issues, send an email to that email address, info at libertytradingclub.com. All right. 3 people have the plan. We have 210 people here, and 3 people are replying that they have the plan. Does anybody need me to repeat what the plan is? I said it before you heard Coach say it, then you heard Coach say it, then you heard me say it again. Okay. What else is there to that? Okay. Make sure you guys got it. Understand. So that goes back to what we said earlier. Most likely, we're not going to see a ton of action until 10 a.m., which is fine, which is completely fine. Some of us are still short. Some of us have taken profits already on the short. I would like to probably ride this through the open, guys, to be honest with you. Speaking of, we have a minute and a half till the open, guys. Please make sure to know where your trades are. And anybody new, anybody on trial, we do ask that you watch and trade with us on Sim. If you're a trader, don't do it in cash. Make sure that you're learning setups that we, kind of listening in. Make sure to make it a class a day if you're on trial. We have a mobile app you can listen in on class. Point being is, guys, if you're newer, no trading actual cash. Just try to follow along, take notes. We do have a couple different plans, if you will, that you could be in. Our standard plan, which is for trade room access the entire day, each day, and it's really intended for those of you who are already consistently profitable traders, and just want to tighten your game up and get a little better at it. The pro plan we have comes with class recordings, pre-recorded trainings that cover our methodology. If you guys want to tighten your stops up a little bit, you can. Those of you that are worried about getting stopped out, 441 is not going to be a bad stop. I'm going to stay a little looser, but you guys can do that if you're worried about getting stopped out. Not a bad spot here. Back disclaimer. Prior to the open here, guys, I got a few minutes. Please. No trading for the first 6 minutes for anybody new. There are people in this room who do have explicit permission to trade the open. Anybody that's afraid of getting stopped out, please repeat. Anybody that's afraid of getting stopped out of short, you can go to 441 now. I'm going to leave mine a little looser because I still think we got a chance to run down a little bit further. But if you've already taken profits on multiple contracts, you can do that. So you guys make that choice. If you're thinking there's going to be a push up here before the open, squeeze your stop down, and you've locked in profits. That's all there is to it. So everybody, again, those of you newer, you're waiting 6 minutes after the open. So that's 9:36. Then we start looking for a trade. Typically between 9:36 and 9:38, we do find a decent trade setup. It happens very often. So you can be patient through that. And everybody else heard me. Please trade on Sim or paper trade to try to follow along. If you're an avid trader, don't do it in cash your first day here. It usually takes a couple weeks to a couple months, a couple weeks to a few months, really, for people to really get ingrained in what we're doing and how we do things. So our pro level does have class, and our core methodology in its built in. We do suggest most people start with the pro plan, but we do allow you to change plans any month you want to, so you can go up and down anytime you want to if you feel like you've gotten what you need. So why not start with pro, and then if you feel like you got it after a month, go down to standard. Plain and simple. With that being said, guys, back to the plan. I think Lady Ty, you want me to kind of repeat what the plan is, huh? Is that what you're asking, or just everything I just talked about? And we are open for business. Perfect. That was the first touch 16 tick rule. All right. Minute and a half in. Again, the expectation is not to see a ton of movement, which actually would serve really well for a Crable trade. I don't like Crable trades that have wide ranges. M. Ticks did start low, guys. Not extremely low, though. But it does kind of give the inclination that these rallies will fail early on. Same little wedge. So job right now is not just to observe what's happening on one chart, guys. Your job now is kind of start looking around at where we were, where we came from. Obviously, the daily went right into resistance, popped right off of it. So the thought process today is we're going to see if that holds. And if Powell confirms that, then we'll be playing ball from short side. So you've got three things to start. All right, you guys want me to keep it simple? Put it real simple. What are the three things? What are the three things that we are looking at? We can be looking for consolidation, chop until 10, push down to a drive up. So if you played that wedge, you could play it. Some people did. Anybody with permission to trade the open, take the wedge there. Break out to the short side. Again, not going to argue if you didn't. Oh, Rad Ramon, you guys got it. All right. You guys know what to do on that. Lock in those profits, squeeze your stops down, put yourself in a no-lose situation. Now, these guys have been trading for a while. They're pretty fast with it. They can move things pretty quick. Yeah, it's a little choppy. So if you're not already short, why even think about it? We still have a few more minutes, a couple more minutes until 9:36. So let's just be happy that we had a good trade in the morning. We had a good, nice little short this morning that most people took some profits right around the 420 area. Those of you that did the breakout, move your stops down. We're at, I'm going to use 936. 936. And 20 seconds, you will be free to trade around the country. Nice, Chad. Nice. You guys are free to trade around the country now. Let's stick to the plan, guys. Don't trade chop. If you're not already short, be patient for a good setup. This is as you see in Chad's comment. This is the support area we saw that was pretty strong yesterday. What did we already say this morning? If it breaks below what, we should see additional selling pressure. I'm not going to show you guys again. If it breaks below what number, who wrote it down? Anybody? Below what, we should see additional selling pressure. We know 660, so we are below. We are already below 660. If it can't break above 660, most likely we're going to see big time selling pressure. So like if it goes up to around 600, 625, 630, and you see kind of an orphan candle or a shooting star, you start looking for an M top, then you start looking for that sell signal. Where's your stop now, Chad? That band is just William. That band is just showing where we've had literally since middle of December. There has been congestion in this band, and it hasn't changed. So I've left it on it. Every time price gets in this area, we see something like this. So I just put a band there to remind myself and remind everybody that this is an area of you either want to play both sides of this band or pick a side and play it. We've had a lot of breakout trades that have come outside of this band as well. So I'm just leaving it there because we've seen many 100-point plus runners come outside of this band. And so it's just a good visual reference. That's it, William. Good enough. It's kind of like a very long-term pivot. That's a good way to look at it, William. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we'll see if it breaks it today. That's good. That's the way to go, Chad. Yeah, 438 was the one I had, I think. Yeah, 430. I was using 438. 436, sorry. 436. Both pretty good. So anybody more advanced, you kind of could look for a high tick short right now. Like we said earlier, watch these ticks. They're not really being anything great on the positive side. So you could get up to, even 0 to 70, 75, 100 tick reach short. More advanced people can look for maybe it's really probably what you should do. If you guys are really doing it, you can practice your tick fade trades. We call it tick, tick, boom. but this is what we expected. Do not be surprised. We preached this all morning, guys. Exactly what we expected. You go a couple ticks in a profit with that stop. Prepare to be amazed. There you go. Thank you, Marlon. Thought you were in the other room, buddy. Stacking up contracts in the other room. Thank you, Greg. I'll do that for you guys because I'm going to shut it soon or my allergies are going to go a little haywire. Prepare to be amazed. Chad, what do you think? It's time for us to pull a stop down a little bit, huh? Did emails do that? Emails get in short. Emails take, like I said, you could do a 0 tick read short for more advanced people. Did you do the 0 tick read short? Anyone? We just had it. Bill did it. Good job. Yeah, that should give you an inclination, David, that there is something afoot. $31. Nice one, Low Kev. Did you do it off the 0 tick read, Low Kev? Good job, Chad. Captain Phillips. Good job. Just going to start calling you Captain Phillips. Now we're at the bottom of this support area. So we'll start thinking that we need to be chilling out, relaxing. Good chance. There's a chance. I mean, again, David V, I think said it. We already said David V early this morning. There's a chance there'd be a push up for sell off prior to Powell speaking. So we also said there could be a good sell off before push up. So there's another low tick, high tick short. These are good, guys. These are good for 10, 12 ticks every time. High tick short. But the thing you want to keep in mind is this is also an area of support. So if you're doing it into support, know that you've got to be really quick on moving those stops, ready to rock and roll. If we see another little double tap here and a push up, it would give us a buy signal. But I honestly think, guys, at 9:45, we are probably going to be in a holding pattern until after 10. Is everybody good with that? What if that were the case? If we set in a holding pattern and did nothing until after 10, we've had some good trades, a couple good trades this morning. Are you guys good with that? Yep. All right. I guess I should have asked, is anybody not good with that? Let's all be safe and not be crazy about this. What are we looking for? Hey, how about this? What trade setup are we looking for after 10? One that I don't like to use that often, but today looks like it's setting up to be a decent day for it. What kind of breakout trade? Grable. Crable trade today, guys. Nice job, Chad. Green stickers. As long as you walk away profitable in the day, that is the thing, guys. Some days, here's you guys have heard me say this a thousand times. I don't care if you walk away with $50, $500, $5,000, and it's not your best day. If whatever that is not your best day, over time you will get better. The most important thing you can possibly do as a trader is walk away green every day. Your confidence will go through the roof. Tell them, D Nice, it will go through the roof if you walk away green, right? Yes, we have. Good call, Paul. This is so it's doing what we said. It's going to get a little push up here. I'm sure that we have a couple people that are counter trend long right now. We had a little W for him. Here's your fake out breakout. Who was looking for it earlier? There's a little fake out breakout right there. Nice job, Coach Hugo. Coach Hugo has permission to trade counter trend. Yeah, so we're it does take a while to get sorry. Your headspace will be much better if you guys walk away green. What is a Crable trade? So at basically 10 a.m., whatever the range is from the 9:30 open till 10, right? You look for a breakout above or below that. Pretty simple. So whatever the 30-minute range is from the open to 10 a.m., we look for a breakout above or below that. Good job, Ramon. Yeah, I mean, Chad pointed out there are people who realize that this was a great buying area yesterday, and if you took it, good job. That's a good counter trend long, guys. Paul has 405 and 459. Yeah, somewhere around that, you know, um, somewhere around that range. You guys know, pull your stops up now. So let's make sure to confirm if you're doing the 16 tick rule here, guys. Pivot bounce, short. Came off of resistance. If you're doing that, just know that this push up could be a real thing. Get us back to what level? Back in the range we started at this morning. So if you're doing the 16 tick rule short, you should be quick at moving your stops and taking targets. There we go. Now we find out if we're going to want to be stuck in a range for the next, say, 7 minutes or so. Most people, if you didn't take the long trade, be patient. Let's just be patient. Again, we don't want to get people in this room in the habit of doing counter trend trades, even though we do have people who officially can do those counter trend trades and are very good at it. Yeah, that's it, guy. Real moves will probably be around 10. VA, we've already said that. Yeah, that's kind of the thought, is that we'll get a run up for the push down. Well, we knew. Where was the buying yesterday, Marsha? Where did the majority of the buying happen from? And it happened all day yesterday, Marsha. Anywhere from 420 down to around 410. Even, I think the lowest was like 409, something like that. Lots of buying happened yesterday in this area here. Okay, Marsha, that's basically where Chad got that from. But we do have pretty strong support, anywhere from, say, 400 to 410. You could count it like that. All right, now we got our 10 ticks on this, guys. Should be able to lock in profits now. Move your stops down. And it has confirmed that it wants to play ball in the range until after 10. Move your stops down, and worries out now. Just in the nick of time. Stop sound, Worries out. All right. We go like 459 here. Anybody that did that short on the stop and just leave it, protected yourself, and you're done. Now let's see what happens. What is the Crable breakout? What is the range? You guys have the numbers. So obviously would be the breakout on the high side, right? Got that. Pretty easy. This would be a breakout on the low side. $470. So above that. And 405. So below that. Hey, there we go. Now you've got lock-in profits, guys. I don't know where you guys got filled at. That was the plan. Here comes our home run. Here comes our home run. I know, right? Hey, whatever. We did say that we were going to do a Crable breakout this morning. I am okay with it. Move our stops down. Worries out, guys. Isn't that funny? And we already have a 100-tick winner. You guys like that? Boom. Crable breakout. Worked. Take profits here, guys. If you have multiple contracts, take profits. If you have one contract left, just keep eking that stop down. We did hit this little support area here, so you can be flat. That is okay. We will most likely see a rally, a turn down, but at least your stop should have came down probably to where it's at right now. If not, some bigger people are using a stop somewhere around give me a second, 370. Some people who are bigger players, let's use 364 now. Some bigger boys and girls are. Again, those of you smaller accounts, don't be upset if you go flat here. No, there are certain days, Greg, when you kind of have an inclination. So if you start off the day as narrow as we did, in like that 60, 50 point range, and it stays within that range on the first 30 minutes, then typically you get a pretty big move on a Crable trade. Greg, got it? It's probably the last trade setup you would want to learn. Greg, we're together today, Greg, right? Is it our coaching session today? Nice. Yeah, you should just write down tons of questions for me, buddy. Tons of questions. I'm excited about us getting together. All right, now we can use the S1 as support. S1 is now support, is now our stop. S1's now the stop, guys. S1 is now the stop. Anybody re-enter that got out too early on this? Did anybody re-enter that got out too early? Guys, we're trading. Still got 2 left. Did anybody re-enter on this stochastic hook here? Still a good trade if you did. If you didn't, we have a big time home run. Nice. Marco did it. Yeah, we could do that. Steven, make sure you join the Discord. There's lots of people very helpful in the Discord. We can help. We can do a little basic training today. Guys, you're going to want to be in basic training day. We're doing entering on trades. Really simple today. How to enter trades, what you should be doing as a newbie. And basic ATM setups today. Trade entry, trade management. Basically, our basic beginner newbie methodology on entering trades, having stops, and managing that trade once you're in the trade, managing it into profits and taking your first contract. So today for basic training.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in the trade room, visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your free 3-day trial. During your time with us, you'll have access to our live trade calls, participation in chat to have questions answered by a coach, as well as access to our basic and advanced live training classes. After the first free 3 days, it's just $149 a month for trade room access. Please like, subscribe, and share.